Coal mines are among the most debated industrial sites on Earth, praised for the power and progress they enable, yet criticized for the scars they leave behind. From keeping the lights on to producing the steel that builds our cities, coal remains essential in many parts of the world, often with no true replacement. These massive operations not only fuel industries, but also sustain millions of livelihoods. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of the biggest coal mines in the world. First in the list is the outstanding Hambach coal mine, located in North Rhine-Westphalia in Germany. In production since 1978, the massive operation is by far the largest open-pit mine in the country, and one of the largest in the world. Owned by RWE, the Hambach mine has an operating area of 175 square miles, while the pit is 1,600 feet deep. The mine produces up to 23 megatons of lignite per year, 5% of Germany's total electricity demand. To move 100 million cubic meters of overburden per year, Caval Hambach uses 6 bucket wheel excavators known as baggers, and requires a conveyor system as long as 75 miles. The Unreal operation also runs 7 massive spreaders. A major target of environmental protests, the Hambach mine is nearing the end of its life, with Germany's legal coal phase-out set to halt operations by 2029. But now, let's shift our focus several thousand miles away from Europe. Opened in 1971, the Gonella Mine merged in 1989 with the adjoining Riverside operation, first opened in 1982. Located in Queensland's Bowen Basin, the complex is owned by BHP-Mitsubishi Alliance in a 50-50 joint venture. Producing on average between 14 and 18 million tons of high-quality metallurgical coal per year, Gonella Riverside is Australia's third biggest coal mine by recoverable coal reserves, currently estimated at about 532 million tons. Targeting 3 distinct coal seams up to 8.5 meters in thickness, Australia's Gonella Riverside mine employs conventional drill-blast-load-haul mining techniques and has in recent years become a pioneering site for autonomous haulage solutions. Mined for export, the coal output of Gonella Riverside, which employs an average of 600 workers, is transported by rail to BMA's own Hay Point coal terminal near the town of Mackay, as well as the Abbott Point coal terminal located near Bowen. About 1,500 kilometers or 1,000 miles south of Gonella is the Mount Arthur coal mine, the largest mining operation in Australia's New South Wales. Started in 2002, Mount Arthur is also set to disappear in the coming years. The mine extracts thermal coal for export, with a production ranging between 18 and 23 million tons per year. It sits on total resources estimated at 213 million tons. With a size of just about 7,000 acres, Mount Arthur sits on 21 unique coal seams. Originally scheduled to close around 2045, the coal mine, currently employing around 2,000 workers, will now shut down by 2030, as mining giant BHP accelerates its shift away from thermal coal to focus on cleaner, higher-grade metallurgical coal in the near future. The North Antelope Rochelle mine is a giant coal mining operation located in Campbell County, Wyoming, approximately 65 miles south of Gillette. The mine opened in 1999 after the merger of the North Antelope mine and the adjacent Rochelle operation. Owned and operated by Peabody, the North Antelope Rochelle mine is known as the biggest coal mine in the world. In 2023, the American operation generated 62 million tons of thermal coal with an average grade of 8,800 British thermal units per pound. Absolute staple in U.S. coal mining, the North Antelope Rochelle mine sits on 1.4 billion tons of proven and probable reserves, not including potential expansions. The operation runs 24/7 with an average of 1,200 employees. Fueling numerous power plants across more than 30 states in America, North Antelope Rochelle's high-quality coal is transported via BNSF and Union Pacific Railway networks. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is an operation that keeps millions of lights on. Sitting right next to North Antelope Rochelle, you'll find the Black Thunder coal mine, containing one of the largest deposits of coal in the world. This operation alone has been accounting for over 25% of Wyoming's total coal production for decades. In 2023, Black Thunder, owned by Arch Resources, formerly known as Arch Coal, produced a staggering 62.68 million tons of thermal coal. When running at high capacity, the mine produces enough black gold to load up to 20 to 25 trains daily. First opened in 1977, Black Thunder is home to Ursa Major, the largest dragline currently in use in North America, and the third largest ever built. The operation used to require a total of 6 draglines, running full-time, to remove overburden. Roughly a decade ago, Black Thunder was producing over 100 million tons of coal annually. While output has declined in recent years, this 35,000-acre operation remains one of the largest open-pit coal mines in the world. But let's go back to Europe for a bit. The Belchau coal mine is a gigantic open-pit operation located in Lodz, Poland. Opened in 1981, the lignite mine, which sits on a crazy amount of reserves, is the largest open-cast operation in Poland and one of Europe's most important mines. Owned by Polish Energy Group, the oversized coal mine is made of 2 operating pits, Belchau and Herwu. The Greenfield project feeds the adjacent Belchau power plant, known to be more than 5 times the size of an average European power plant. More than 300 meters in depth, the Belchau mine produces an average of 40 million tons of brown coal per year. Total reserves are estimated at about 1 billion tons, with recoverable reserves estimated at 570 million tons. About 6 square miles in size, the entire Belchau operation, which includes the power plant, employs up to 4,500 workers. The lignite operation is set to run until 2040. But since Australia is such a major actor in the business, let's fly back there for a second. The Loy Yang mine is one of Australia's most important brown coal operations, also known as lignite. Situated in Victoria's Latrobe Valley, it supplies fuel directly to the adjacent Loy Yang A and B power stations, 2 of the largest in the nation. With a brown coal production nearing 30 million tons per year, Loy Yang was officially opened in 1982 and is currently 200 meters deep. 100% of the coal mined at the massive Loy Yang operation is used domestically for power generation. Loy Yang, owned by AGL Energy, uses bucket wheel excavators and conveyor belt systems, just like Germany's gigantic Hambach mines. It's frequently at the center of debates around Victoria's energy transition and climate targets. The operation runs 24/7 with a workforce of around 600 employees and 300 contractors. AGL's Loy Yang A power station is set to close in 2035, aligning with the company's move toward a more sustainable energy portfolio. Last year marked the 10th anniversary of Caval Ridge, one of BHP's key metallurgical coal mines in Queensland's Bowen Basin. A relatively recent addition to the company's portfolio, the operation is projected to remain active well beyond 2056 if current production rates continue. Over the years, Caval Ridge evolved to be a critically important mine, achieving an average annual production of 6.5 million tons of metallurgical coal, primarily destined for export to India and Southeast Asia. Originally opened to reinforce Australia's position as a leading global supplier of met coal, the Caval Ridge mine quickly grew and is now, 10 years after operations officially began, approximately 17 kilometers long and 4 kilometers wide, or 10 miles long and 2.5 miles wide. In December 2020, Caval Ridge broke a world record, setting a new benchmark for coal mining operations globally with the largest blast in metallurgical coal mining history. But Down Under has got even bigger than that. Same mining basin, different operation. This is Blackwater, another ginormous coal mine opened in 1967 and freshly acquired by Whitehaven. The Blackwater mine produces predominantly low-ash, low-sulfur metallurgical coal products, as well as high-energy thermal coal with an annual production ranging between 13 and 14 million tons. When running at max capacity, Blackwater commissions up to 7 draglines in conjunction with a large fleet of trucks, electric rope shovels, hydraulic excavators, and dozers, requiring up to 2,000 full-time workers. While China isn't always the most transparent about its coal operations, it unquestionably tops the list with the Herwu mine, a colossal site in Inner Mongolia that spans roughly 67 square kilometers, the equivalent of 26 square miles. China's massive Herwu holds an estimated 1.73 billion tons of low-sulfur steam coal. Designed to produce around 20 million tons of black gold per annum, the mine is expected to remain in operation for 70 to 79 years. The country's largest open-pit coal mine, and possibly the second largest in the world by coal reserves after Sangata, Herwu is located in a cold climate region with sparse rainfall and delicate ecology, making mining extremely difficult. Owned by China Shenhua Energy, the giant Herwu coal mine is advancing fast in automation through the deployment of fleets of unmanned haul trucks, specifically Komatsu 930E models, as part of a large-scale modernization initiative. Well, I guess I just spoiled the last mine in the list, have I not? 3.6 billion tons of thermal coal. These are the estimated resources available at the Sangata coal mine, a gigantic mining complex located in East Kalimantan, Indonesia, making it one of the largest open-pit coal mining operations in the world. Active since 1992, Sangata produces around 40 million tons of coal each year within a concession area of roughly 61,000 hectares. 25% of this output is used domestically, while the rest is exported to countries in the Asia-Pacific region. Managed by KPC with mining services provided by TIS since 2003, the Sangata coal mine plays a major economic role in the region, employing around 4,000 people directly and supporting over 25,000 contractor jobs. Largest coal mine in Indonesia, the Sangata operation mines coal from 13 different seams, ranging from 1 to 15 meters in thickness. With over 1 billion tons in proven and probable reserves, the mine could run until the early 2050s. Often criticized and viewed as massive permanent scars on the Earth's surface, coal mines are far from being mere eyesores. They serve vital purposes, powering our homes and fueling the steelmaking industry. In many regions, there simply aren't viable alternatives. Beyond supplying the world with energy and infrastructure materials, coal mining supports millions of jobs globally. Like it or not, coal has helped build the world as we know it today.